you doing? It's been such a beautiful day here. I hope the sun has been shining where you are. And you're all ready to play the Sun Quiz. Now, as always, we've got 5 categories. We've got general knowledge, TV and showbiz, music, sport, and my Wildcard round, which is slightly wacky this week, I have to say. Also, we want to encourage you, if you can, to donate to the Sun's Who Cares Wins campaign. All the details on your screen. Whatever you can spare would be fantastic. Right, shall we get going? Let's get started. And first up, it's general knowledge. Lost you for a minute there, but I think we're all back. How's that? How's that? Yeah, I'm sorry about this. We've got a wee dodgy line, but I'll just keep, anytime it goes off, I'll just keep trying. So bear with me. Right. Okay, we were general knowledge. This is question 1. Which royal celebrated his birthday this week? Was it A, Prince William, B, Prince Louis, or C, Little Archie? Who was it? Who had a birthday this week? A bonus point if you know what age he was. Okay, which TV presenter caused a bit of concern among locals by filming at her country home during the lockdown? Was it A, Holly Willoughby, B, Kirsty Allsop, or C, Fern Cotton? Was it Holly, Kirsty, or Fern? Caused a bit of a stushy. Right, lockdown professor Neil Ferguson had to resign this week after being caught flouting the rules to visit his married lover. Well, I think actually she came to him, although who knows. What was her name though? Was it A, Antonia Stats, B, Antonia Flats, or C, Antonia Bratz? Stats, Flats, or Bratz? They were up to no good, but what was her name? Okay, tech billionaire Elon Musk has given his new baby, shall we say, a rather unusual name. If you thought David Bowie calling his son Zowie Bowie was bad. What is it though? What's the name? Pi equals MC, Xavier, or X Ash A12? I know. Which one of those do you think that Elon Musk lumbered his child with? It's crazy. Now that, of course, we're celebrating today, aren't we? It's VE Day. We're remembering, of course, 75 years ago. Shall we take a look at what was going on exactly 75 years ago right here?
Nothing could be more symbolic of the downfall of the Third Reich than this abject surrender. Let us not forget Germany, but meanwhile, let us fight to quick victory over Japan. With the German group sent on their way for further ratification of their signatures, the Allied delegates visit General Eisenhower's private headquarters. It's a happy day for the victors. Victory with the pens of peace.
There we go. Here we are. I think we're back. Yeah. Yay, guys, I'm so sorry about this. I'm so sorry. But we saw there some of the VE Day celebrations 75 years ago. As I said, today, 75th anniversary of VE Day. But at what time of the day did the Germans sign their unconditional surrender? Was it A, 7 o'clock in the morning, B, 9 o'clock in the morning, or C, 11 a.m.? Was it A, 7 a.m., B, 9 a.m., or C, 11 a.m.? And of course, I need to remind you of our Who Cares Wins appeal Donation details are in the links below. Right, shall we get the answers to category 1? I think we should. Okay, first up, I asked you which royal celebrated his birthday this week. It was baby Archie, and he was a year old already. Would you believe it? That was a quick year, wasn't it? Quick year. Question 2, which TV presenter caused concern among locals by filming at their country home during the lockdown? It was Kirsty Allsop. She was filming one of her handicraft series, and apparently a crew turned up and the locals were a little bit disconcerted. But I think it's all been sorted out now. The lockdown professor Neil Ferguson had to resign this week, of course, after being caught flaunting the rules to visit his married lover. Her name was Antonia Stats, which is kind of appropriate in some ways. Stats, short for statistics. But yeah, well done if you got that right. And the bizarre tech billionaire Elon Musk has given his new baby an unusual name. The name, believe it or not, is X. I think you pronounce it, this is what he says anyway, X-A12. I mean, come on, you're going to shout, X-A12, come in for your tea. It's just... Anyway, I suppose he's a billionaire and thinks he can get on with, do whatever he likes, and of course he can. Today, of course, the 75th anniversary of VE Day. What time of the day did the Germans sign their unconditional surrender? It was early in the morning. It was 7 a.m. So well done if you got that. And let's have a quick look at some of the celebrations today. A lot of our friends and neighbours were lucky enough to see this. It was the Red Arrows flying. So that was one way to celebrate. And of course, the Queen is going to be given an address. The Queen is going to be given us an address at 9 o'clock tonight. So we'll need to watch that. Okay. Category 2, shall we have a look? And it's, of course, TV and showbiz. How's your TV and showbiz news? Here we go. Which model and actress split from her girlfriend this week? Was it Cara Delevingne? Was it Naomi Campbell? Or was it Kate Moss? Was it Cara, Naomi, or Kate? Who do you think split up this week? Lockdown is making an awful lot of people split up, isn't it? Right, fans were stunned this week to see amazing pictures of Adele. Didn't she look terrific? She looked really, really healthy and beautiful. How much weight do we reckon she's lost? Well, is it A, 5 stone, B, 7 stone, or C, 9 stone? And maybe a little extra point if you could tell us who actually helped her to lose weight or spurred her on. Which Brit Olympic legend is living in lockdown with her ex-husband and her new boyfriend? What an understanding couple of chaps they must be. Is it Jess Ennis, Sally Gunnell, or Rebecca Adlington? Which British Olympic legend living in lockdown with her ex-husband and her new boyfriend? The three of them all presumably very happy together. Was it Jess, Sally, or Rebecca? What do you think? Okay, now here's an interesting one. Amanda Holden's daughter Holly caused a little bit of confusion because she wrongly blurted out on Instagram when Amanda was doing a post that one of her fellow BGT stars had split from their partner. Was it A, David Walliams, B, Simon Cowell, or C, Ant from Ant or Dec? David Walliams, Simon Cowell, or Ant? What do you think? Which comedy star delighted fans this week by announcing a third series of his show Afterlife? I don't know if you've watched this. I binged the whole thing. It was fantastic. Is it A, Peter Kay, who we love, B, Ricky Gervais, who's fantastic, or C, the wonderful Michael McIntyre? Is it Peter Kay, Ricky Gervais, or Michael McIntyre? Right, I hope you've got on all right with those. Well, let me give you the answers. Right, here we go. First up, it was which model and actress split from her girlfriend this week? The answer was Cara Delevingne, who split from Ashley Benton, I think her name is. No big bust up. They just said the spark faded, as it does. Fans stunned this week, of course, by those amazing photographs of Adele looking really beautiful and healthy. She's beautiful anyway, but she's as beautiful now. How much weight has she lost? Well, she's lost 7 stone. And apparently Harry Styles, ex-One Direction guy, he helped her, gave her lots of advice and lots of encouragement, and she looks absolutely terrific. And apparently working on new music, which is a great thing. Very happy about that. Okay, Amanda Holden's daughter Holly caused a bit of confusion. She wrongly blurted out on Instagram that one of her fellow BGT stars had split from their partner. It was Simon Cowell, but he hasn't. I think the wee one Holly just got the wrong end of the stick. It's all fine. Simon and Lauren are absolutely okay. Which comedy star delighted fans this week by announcing a 3rd series of his show Afterlife? It was, of course, Ricky Gervais, who everything he does just is wonderful. But this in particular, I just think it's spot on. Best thing he's done since The Office. Right, okay, how are you doing so far? I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're enjoying it. And I hope you haven't fallen out over all the answers. But next up, we have got music. So, music category. I have to say hello again to Hugh and Joan. It is lovely to see you in Tayport. Thank you for joining in. Joyce and Paul again in Spain. Thank you so much. It's lovely to know that we're European and global. I love that. It's really good. So I hope you're enjoying that. That's really good. And thank you for being with us. And music now. Here we go. You're going to get this. Which musician's real name is Reginald Dwight? Is it A, Mick Jagger? Is it B, Freddie Mercury? Or C, Elton John? What do you think? I'm sure you know the answer to that one. Which singer, known for her hit Murder on the Dance Floor, has been hosting online sing-alongs in her living room during the lockdown? Is it A, Christina Aguilera, B, Sophie Ellis-Bextor, or C, Britney Spears? Who do you think it is? Is it Christina, Sophie, or Britney Spears? Now, it is 20 years, believe it or not, since Victoria Beckham recorded a #1 solo single. Well, it was not solo, it was with Dane Bowers. But it was her first single since leaving the Spice Girls. What was the track? Can you remember? Was it Two Become One? Was it Out of Your Mind? Or was it Promise? Was it Two Becomes One, Out of Your Mind, or Promise? Victoria Beckham's #1. She did get #1. You might have forgotten about that because I know now she does fashion rather than music and all of that. 20 years ago. That's astonishing. Jeez. Right. Singer Millie Small died this week. She was 73. But what was her memorable 1964 hit? I remember this so well. I was 5 years old and I sang it all the time. Was it A, My Boy Lollipop? Was it B, How Much Is That Doggy in the Window? Or C, Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini? What do you think? My Boy Lollipop, How Much Is That Doggy in the Window, or Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini? Now, here we go. Noel Gallagher has released the first new Oasis single in over a decade. What's it called? Is it called Don't Stop, Don't Go, or Don't Say? Don't Stop, Don't Go, or Don't Say. What do you think it is? Well, let's go to the answers. Okay, the answers to our music round. Which musician's real name is Reginald Dwight? I know you all got this, of course. Elton John. And I still think that Rocket Man was just such an amazing movie. And of course, they made a movie of Freddie and Queen. Haven't done one on Mick Jagger though. Maybe you should do Mick Jagger. They're going to do one on Boy George. That'll be unmissable. You may have to leave out quite a lot though. Which singer known for her hit Murder on the Dance Floor has been hosting online sing-alongs in her living room during the lockdown? Is it, it's Sophie Ellis-Bextor. Now this is brilliant. She's got 5 kids, got 5 boys, teeny tiny, right the way up to teenagers. She clears out the living room, puts a glitter bowl up, gets all dressed up and has a karaoke night. I absolutely love it. Well done, Sophie. The great girl. 20 years since Victoria Beckham had that #1 hit with Dane Bowers. The track was Out of Your Mind. And if you can sing a line from that, you're a better man than me. Singer Millie Small died this week, age 73. Her memorable hit back in 1964, of course, was My Boy Oh, Lollipop. Cracking pop tune. I know Gallagher's released the first new Oasis single in over a decade. It is called Don't Stop. That was the answer. Don't stop. If you got that, you're doing really, really well. Okay, that's 3 categories down already. It goes by so fast. As I would say, if you can help the Who Cares Wins campaign, it would be fantastic. And the donation details below, as you know. Right, this is not my specialist subject, but I know a lot of you are very good at sport, and that's what's coming up. Okay, here we go. How many points do Liverpool need to win the Premier League? How many points do they need? Is it 4? Is it 5? Or is it 6? What do you think? 4, 5 or 6? If you don't know, have a guess. In golf, do you know, I can't play golf, but I like to watch it on telly. I find it very soothing. In golf, who holds the record for scoring the most Ryder Cup points? Is it A, Nick Faldo, B, Tiger Woods, or C, Sergio Garcia? Nick Faldo, Tiger Woods, or Sergio Garcia? The most Ryder Cup points scored. Who do you think? In 10-pin bowling, which, you know, is a sport of sorts, what's the highest score you can reach in a game? It's also known as a perfect score. Is it A, 300, B, 400, or C, 500? 10-pin bowling, perfect score, 300, 400, or 500. There we are. Which club has won the Champions League European Cup the most times? Is it Real Madrid, Barcelona, or AC Milan? Real Madrid, Barcelona, or AC Milan? Here's the last one. Which English footballer is the Premier League's top scorer this season so far? Is it Harry Kane, Raheem Sterling, or Jamie Vardy? Harry Kane, Raheem Sterling, or Jamie Vardy? And thank you for all your messages that are coming through. I just can't seem to get them up on my little phone, but I know they're here. They flash and then they disappear, which is really annoying. I don't know where they've gone. But yeah, thank you for all of those and keep them coming, because I love to see those. They're really good. It's great to know that you're on board with us. Right, okay, that's the sports round. Now we're going to get to the answers. Okay, I asked you how many points do Liverpool need to win the Premier League? The answer was 6. 6 points. 6 points they need to win the league. And who knows what's going to happen with that. In golf, who holds the record for scoring the most Ryder Cup points? It was, now, I wouldn't have got this if I'm honest. Sergio Garcia was the answer. I know a lot of you might have thought it was the Tiger, but no, it was Sergio Garcia. In 10-pin bowling, the highest score you can reach, which is known as the perfect score, is 300. Yep, 300 is the perfect score. And the club that won the Champions League European Cup the most times, Real Madrid. Real Madrid, 13 times they have won, which is quite remarkable. And the English footballer that's the Premier League's top scorer this season so far is, it's Jamie Vardy, 19 goals so far. So there we are. Okay, there's only one category to go. It's the Wildcard category. And like I keep saying to you, if you can donate to our Who Cares Wins campaign, it would be fantastic. And Who Cares Wins, we're going to have a massive, big, huge celebration later on in the year when we're all allowed to do that, to honour everyone in the NHS and all our frontline workers. I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, here we go. It's the Wildcard round. Right, I'm still looking at my wee phone because I'm trying to get all of your messages. Oh, they've come up. John Diamond, the Diamond family says hello. Hiya, John. Dee Dargan says hello from Belfast. Nikki Shields is asking for a hello for Dylan Murray. Hello, Dylan Murray, how are you? And Thea Williams wants a shout out to her husband, Dan Williams. Hiya, Dan. Oh, Scott Greengrass. Scott, hiya, love. How are you doing? I know Scott's a big fan of daytime telly. He's a lovely, lovely guy. And Hayden from the West Midlands says hello as well. And Chris from beautiful Lake Windermere. How lucky are you to be there? He says hello with all of his family. Oh, I'm so glad I got them. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Right, it's the wild card round. Here we go. Now, have we think about this. Which mammal kills more people than any other mammal? Is it A, lion, B, tiger, or C, hippo? What do you think? Is it a lion, a tiger, or a hippo? The mammal which kills more people than any other. Now, our next question is about The Matrix, one of my favourite films. Absolutely loved The Matrix. Not so sure about the sequels, but anyway, the original was perfection. Have a wee look. Classic scene, classic scene. But here's the question. Who was originally chosen? I mean, there was a few people in the running, but originally chosen for the role of Neo in The Matrix, played, of course, by Keanu Reeves. You can't imagine anybody else doing it. Was it A, Johnny Depp? B, Jake Gyllenhaal? Or C, Sandra Bullock? Who do you think of those three could have played Neo the most convincingly? What do you think about that? Okay, where is the polar explorer Sir Ernest Shackleton a hero? Where is he buried though? Is it South America, South Africa, or South Georgia? Where is the boss, Sir Ernest Shackleton, buried? South America, South Africa, or South Georgia? Here's a question. I wonder if you get this right. I love movies, you see, that's why there's a lot of movie questions in here. What was the original title of Pretty Woman? Was it Vivian's Journey, 3000, or Lady of the Night? Interesting. Have we think about that? And finally, last question. Can't believe that's gone so fast. Canada's national summer sport. Is it ice hockey? Is it football? Or lacrosse? What do the Canadians love to do in the summer? Do they want to play ice hockey? Do they want to play football? Or do they want to play lacrosse? And just before we go to the answers, we've got so many. Oh, they're all coming out. They're all coming in here. This is fantastic. The Corbett family from Ballymoney. Hello. Lovely to have you with us. Helen Calore says hello to her family. And Lorraine Banner says hello as well. Thank you. I'm sorry I can't get through all of them. But do keep your messages coming because they're terrific. And let's get the answers. Right, here we go. Now, if you get all these right, I think you're marvellous and you have to let me know. Which mammal kills more people than any other? It is a hippo, but the biggest killer of all, of course, is an insect, and that's the mosquito. But it is the hippo. If you see a hippo, well, you can't even run because it'll outrun you. They are the most astonishing animals. You wouldn't believe how fast they can go, considering their size. And who was originally chosen for the role of Neo in Matrix? Keanu Reeves does it so beautifully. And apparently there's going to be another one being made when people can start making movies again. Believe it or not, it was Sandra Bullock. I know. But apparently when they were trying to get it made, they needed a big star. And they just thought they attached a big star's name to the project. But didn't work out. But Keanu Reeves got the part. And of course, the two of them starred together in so many movies, and so yeah, it just worked out. But I don't think it would have been the same, much as we love Sandra Bullock, had it been her. Anyway, polar explorer Sir Ernest Shackleton, he is, of course, he is buried in South Georgia. I was lucky enough to go there to pay my respects. When you go to pay your respects to Sir Ernest, you have to have a very, very large glass of malt whiskey and down it, which was fine by me, but it was quite remarkable. If you do get a chance, you want to find out more about him, if you read his book South, puts everything into perspective, especially with all the things that are going on now. The original title of Pretty Woman, well, the original title was 3000, because £3,000, or dollars, would be dollars, wouldn't it? $3,000 was how much Vivian's company, want to put it like that, there's kids watching, how much her company would have cost anybody who wished to spend time with her. So there you go. But I think Pretty Woman's a much better title. And finally, last question. Canada's national summer sport is lacrosse. They like to play lacrosse. So there we are. That was the final question. I wonder how you got on. I hope you did okay. I hope you enjoyed it. It's been lovely to spend some time with you, and thank you to everybody. Sean Wilson says that I look like Winona Ryder. Sean, you need to go to Specsavers, mate, but that's very kind. And Anne Whelan from Bournemouth is playing against his brother Joan, who's in Port Talbot. See, this is what I love. I want you all playing against each other in all your different houses, which is just great. And Andrew Seagrove from Wolverhampton, hello to you, and hello to the Zimmerman family as well. Thank you for all of your messages, and thank you for spending time with me the past half hour. It's flown by. I will see you same time, same place, next week, 6:30. Thanks so much. Bye.